Hello everyone, my name is Shivani. I'm a Canadian licensed immigration consultant and I'm also the founder of Zest Immigration Services Incorporation. We have proudly launched this initiative to offer free French language lessons to help on your Canadian immigration journey right here on this very YouTube channel. As you may know, French is becoming a key factor in Canadian immigration, and many programs now provide easier or faster pathways if you have strong French skills. Whether you're aiming for a Canadian work permit, direct permanent residency from within Canada or your home country to Canada, or looking to boost your CRS or PNP scores, French can open many doors. That's why we are committed to providing full French training from level A1 to C2, from beginner to advanced level, completely free of charge on this platform, on this very YouTube channel. We will be uploading videos regularly, so be sure to subscribe and stay tuned and watch each lesson to get most benefit from this opportunity. This entire series is our way of supporting you on your immigration path, and your support means the world to us in return. Thank you, and let's learn French together for a brighter future in Canada. Keep watching this video to continue with your French lesson. All the very best for this lesson and many more to come.
So lesson 6. Lesson 6's objectives are to learn subject pronouns, to learn auxiliary verbs, avoir et être in the present tense, and to learn about adjective, agreement, and position. So we did talk about masculin, féminin, singulier, pluriel, so you guys have a little bit of a basis for those concepts. So let's start with pronouns. So pronouns in French are called les pronoms, and they're subjects in sentences that replace nouns. For example, we have je, which is I, and it is used when you're speaking about yourself. So je deviens, J apostrophe devant une voyelle ou un H. So same thing as elle or D. Le and de, when you're talking about yourself, if the verb has a vowel in the front or a silent H, it turns into J apostrophe. So use je when you're talking about yourself, tu when you're talking about the person that you're speaking with in an informal manner. You use il for he or it, and it is used to replace a singular masculine noun. So un nom singulier masculin. Elle, she or it, and it is used to replace a singular feminine noun. On, one or we. So it is a group of people in general, and it is used in conversations instead of nous sometimes. So nous is we. It's the formal way of saying we as a group of people if you're included in that group of people. Vous is you with a group of people, so the person that you're speaking to with a group of people. Il with an S at the end is like using they, where even if you have a group of men or a male, like it could be anything, but a group of males with one female in that group, it's still il. And then if you have a group of females with one male in it, it's still il. So anywhere there's a male in the group, it's il with an S. And you're not talking to that person. So to a person in that group. Elle is also used for they when it is féminin pluriel. So when there's a group of women, just women, because we already know if there's one man or male inside that group, it is automatically il. So we have je, tu, il, elle, on the singulier side of things. And then we have nous, vous, il with an S, elle with an S on the plural side of things, so le pluriel. So now I'm going to give you guys two one or two words, and you're going to tell me if it is feminine, masculine, and what pronoun it is. Okay? So first up, Pierre et Mélanie. So what would be the translation of Peter and Melanie? So Pierre et Mélanie. What pronoun would you use? So there's two of them. So we're going to go on the plural side. So would we use nous, vous, elles with an S, or elle with an S? That's right. We would use elle with an S because there is a male present in the group. Lucie et Claire. So Lucy and Claire. There's more than one person. So now you would go to the plural side of the pronouns. They're both women, so we're going to use elle with an S at the end. So it's a feminine of they. It's a feminine version of they. Le film. The film. Le film. There's only one, so we're going to go on the singular side. So je, tu, il, nos, s, elle, nos, s, on. Le film is masculine, so correct. We are going to use il with no s for it. La maison. We're going to find a pronoun on the singular side because there's only one house. And l'article is la, which is feminine. So we are going to use elle with no s, it in English, a feminine version of it. Then we have les enfants. Les enfants, the kids. Here it's a little bit different because it could be just girls. But in French, if we were talking about kids that were just girls, we would say les filles. And then les garçons. So les enfants, we're going to assume there's mixed gender in that bowl and go with il with an S. Now we're going to look at the verbs, les auxiliaires, être et avoir. So you can use these verbs in two different ways. You can use them as standard verbs or auxiliaries. So a standard verb is that's your verb. It's in the present tense, that's your verb, that's what you're trying to say. For example, I am a student and I have a dog. Je suis un étudiant et j'ai un chien. So I am and I have. Okay? But when you're using them as des auxiliaires, it's because you're using them before another verb in a different tense. For example, elle a écrit une lettre. So she has written a letter. The verb in this sentence is a écrit, but the verb is écrire. That would be your infinite verb, le verbe à l'infinitif. But you're using avoir as your auxiliaire, as your auxiliary. She has written a letter. Elle a écrit une lettre. It's in the past tense. So auxiliaries are used in past tense verbs. Okay? So let's focus on the present tense, le verbe avoir. So the verb avoir, which would be to have. Okay? J'ai is I have. So j'ai. Tu as is you have. Il a, he has. Elle a, she has. On a, one has or we have. Nous avons, formal way of saying we have. Vous avez, you have. And you can use that in two different contexts. You can use vous avez as in you and a group of people, like the person you're speaking to and a group of people, or you can use that as a formal way instead of saying tu, like we spoke about earlier with your elders. In French, it's very important when you're speaking to an elder generation, you're going to say vous as a sign of respect. So vous avez is used for you have. Ils ont, so ils with an S, ont is they have, but a masculine they have. Elles ont, elle with an S, is a feminine they have, so a group of women. Now with le verbe être. So le verbe être isn't I have, it's I am. So avoir is to have, être is to be. So we have je suis, which means I am. Tu es, you are. Il est, he is. Elle est, she is. On est, one is or we are. Nous sommes, we are. Vous êtes. So it's vous êtes, but in French, when you have one word ending in a consonant and the other one starting with a vowel, you often do what we call une liaison when you say it, and it flows better. Ils sont, they are. Elles sont, they are. Now let's remember that if we have one male in a group of females, it's still il. But if we have one female in a group of males, it's il. It doesn't matter if there's a male anywhere near the group, it's il. If it's strictly females, it's elle. So we also use il est to tell time. So it doesn't mean that the time, it doesn't mean that he is. It means that is the time. Okay, so we say il est pour parler de l'heure. For example, it is noon, il est midi. It's 6:30, il est 6h30. But it's not related to the verb. It doesn't mean there's a man saying it or it's a male something, okay? So now we have adjectives. Now adjectives are used to describe a noun. They're used to enhance details in a sentence. And they also agree with the noun in gender and number. So your adjectives will be feminine and masculine. Okay? It is used to describe an object, a person, or an area. Okay? And like I said, they agree in gender and number. For example, un chat noir. So noir is N-O-I-R because the cat is masculine. If we were talking about a female cat and we said une chatte noire, there would be an E at the end. Une pomme rouge, a red apple, singular feminine. Des chats noirs, it's masculine plural. We're looking at black cats, but there's more than one. So there's S's at the end of cats and the adjective as well, noir. And if we say des pommes rouges, we're talking about red apples, but it's feminine plural. So again, here we have the S at the end of pomme and at the end of rouge. Okay, so we're going to practice right now. You're going to pick the correct answer. So it's multiple choice. You're going to choose the correct answer. Comment dit-on he has en français? He has en français. Is it A, elle a, B, il a, ou c'est, nous avons. So he has en français. Elle a, il a, nous avons. You're correct. Il a is he has. Que signifie vous avez? So what does it mean, vous avez? Is it I have, they have, or you have? Vous avez. I have, they have, you have. The answer is you have. Now let's not forget that when we're talking about vous, it's the person you're speaking to with a group of people or other people involved. Comment dit-on I am small au féminin? So I am small au féminin. Is it je suis grand, je suis petite, ou je suis content? I am small au féminin. If you said B, je suis petite, you are correct. Comment dit-on? So how do we say comment dit-on? There are 3 white cats. Comment dit-on? There are 3 white cats. A. Il y a 3 chats rouges. B. Il y a 3 chats blancs. Ou C. Il y a 3 chiens noirs. The correct answer is B. Il y a 3 chats blancs. There are 3 white cats. So now I am going to ask you to translate this sentence for me. Bonjour. Je m'appelle Stéphanie. Je suis canadienne et je suis bavarde. J'ai une amie qui s'appelle Chloé. Now I'm going to give you a few minutes to translate that for me. Bonjour, je m'appelle Stéphanie. Je suis canadienne et je suis bavarde. J'ai une amie qui s'appelle Chloé. So in English, we would say, hello, my name is Stephanie. I am Canadian and I am talkative. I have a friend named Chloe.